So I am leaving many of the sentences that I consider as relevant, or rather, I read out sentences that I, as a researcher in creativity, consider very critical. The methods of yoga work on the physical seat of consciousness, the nervous system. Okay? That's very important. And the writer continues, as far as the nervous system is concerned, there cannot be a Hindu nervous system or Islamic nervous system or a Christian nervous system or an agnostic nervous system and so on and so forth. It cannot be 100% true. They are just neurons, flesh and blood driven neurons created by the nature process in the format of a human body. That's all. So he gives examples from various religions that the real mystics and sages of religions really have practiced the methods of yoga, and they do not talk about it in their books. That's what I am wondering. So the author of this introduction, who must be a great supreme scholar, he says, all the great religions have used the techniques of yoga to lead the mind inwards to. Okay. Each tradition has developed its own variations on the theme, that's all. Oh, beautiful. For example, the dance and ritual movements of Islamic Sufism. Next, the Jesus prayer practiced by the haste caste monks of Mount Athos. The martial art techniques of the Taoists in China. And of course, Japan. These are some of the many things or ways of stealing the mind and reaching the silence within. And he has performed in the context of different faiths like Islamic or Christian or whatever. They may differ in expression, but in essence they are one. Yeah, people are not capable of reaching that essence as one. And to such ordinary majority of normal distribution, this book is being presented. And the introductory writer says that it is such a desire is in every human being. What? Self-discovery. I think it is a very peripheral observation. Yeah, there are other ideas which are of a scholastic nature which I am actually dropping. It talks about the essence of Christian religious tradition, that it is perfectly compatible with the teachings of yoga. Yeah. So, again, there is a quote. The spiritual director of some great tradition, named Abbot Moses, explains, quote, our profession is the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven, but our immediate aim or target is purity of heart, without which it's impossible for anyone to reach that God. So, both of these are missing in the great majority of followers of religions, I suppose. Evidenced by whatever is going on in the society today. Now, coming back to the paragraph, it is precisely this purity, what? The neuronal purity. That's the aim or target of yoga. So, that is to be tried. So, actually followers of every religion should practice yoga. That's what Narendra Modi also is trying to tell the world. Because yoga is not of any religion. It is about the central nervous system of the body. Now, as a separate section, the introduction goes with the heading, the text. There is a picture also. Okay. The text. I read. The Yoga Sutras are the most lucid and authoritative of all the texts that serve as maps for the inner journey. The result of many hundreds of years' experience, the sutras are not necessarily the work of one author. They were compiled by Patanjali, about whom we know nothing except that he lived in India, probably in the 3rd century before Christ. Whatever their origin, the sutras are the purest distillation of the knowledge of yoga. In just under 200 crystalline verses, Patanjali codified a teaching of such translucence that he created one of the most remarkable works of literature in the world. The word sutra means thread, T-H-R-E-A-D. As a literary style, it is an aphorism of extreme brevity. So, it is in Sanskrit, and the writer continues, each new commentator brings the light of his own understanding to bear on the original text. Anyway, I am also bringing my own understanding, not an entire revision or anything, rather my response to critical, what I as a creativity researcher choose as the critical verses in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So, after 2 or 3 videos, I will start on the real text.